A Place Called Always. Yeah, this is the one, Kerry and I was like, Kerry, we don't have a song about you and I and about our history. I mean, we don't. We just never, when we write,
Well, actually,
we're always...
we did.
Well,
not one we want to say it's our. We have one song we wrote that's really good called Love and Misery.
Kerry. But we just never really told our story through song. And we thought, well, we're going to try to do that. And so we brought this one in, and...
I love the melody you started out with, especially the way you started it.
Yeah, and I love what Snake put his 2 cents in, and it was just amazing.
Huge twist in it.
Yeah, he did, and it made it more, I think, relatable to all people, which is what we want. We don't want it to be just about one thing. I think that it pretty much speaks about several different things, just like a lot of the songs.
Yeah, I like the title we finally wound up with, A Place Called Always. It'll get your attention right off. That's what?
Where's that?
Yeah.
Well, listen.
But it's about always being faithful, always working at being in love.
Yeah.
You have to work at it.
It's not easy. God, it's not easy.
I can understand that.
Dang, it's just... it's a long road, guys.
Yeah. But anyways, you had a bunch of this when we started, and we just started moving things around, and wound up with, let's see how many versions, about
he's got a book.
About 9 versions. I always keep all of the good lesson for songwriters out there is keep every scrap of paper you ever write the song on, because eventually you may think, I had a better line somewhere, and you can go back and find it. But keep them in a clear plastic envelope like that.
In one place.
Just keep them all in there together.
You gotta listen to the man. That's why he makes the big bucks. He knows about organization.
Because seriously, you can use it for another song. I mean, even if there's little pieces you don't
I'm going to
use
this for another song.
Yeah, I'm going to rewrite the whole thing. Be like,
whoever I work with next,
what's
the same thing.
That Toby song sure sounds like my song. Okay, joking. But yeah, I totally, I like how it turned out, and it's very visual. And I love visual songs that you can actually see them when you sing them.
I tend to write either funny, stupid songs or songs that are life stories that you could actually make a video of, a small movie of.
Yeah, and I see that in my head.
Yeah.
With this song.
Drunk on each other, running wild. Was that one of your original lines? I think it was.
Yeah.
I love that line.
Yeah. We're kind of crazy growing up. That's.
Yeah.
People only know.
There's a book coming later.
Just this side of forever, there's a place called Always. That's strong. There's a bunch of good lines in there. Writing songs is hard. It's not easy. Most people think, all that came at once. No. The trick to songwriting is, and we've talked about this before, is really good, or let's say great songs, come to you from somewhere else. You don't write them. They come to you. Once you get in a groove, they will come to you from somewhere. And everybody will tell you this. Paul Simon talks about it, Mac McAnally, anybody, great people you think are great songwriters, they'll tell you, they don't really write it. They craft all of it once it comes through you. And the trick to it is, and this is witness to it, write as much down as you can while it's coming to you.
Yeah.
Just write everything, and it won't make sense for a while. And then all of a sudden, this goes with that. This goes with that. And then at some point, you'll get a whole lot of lyrics, and then the craft of songwriting comes into play.
The hard work,
Then you start, wonder if I change this if to but. And then you keep refining it until it's perfect, till you can't find a weak line in the song anymore.
And that's not easy to do.
No.
Because, I mean, seriously, as a songwriter, I'm always my worst critic. And and sometimes even when it's done and you sing, you're like, oh, that's what that means. But you wrote it yourself, and you're like, oh, that's what. I'm serious, that happens to me all the time. So it's.
And another thing is after you work it all out and you write it all down, everything, write it down and read it. Don't sing it. Read it. And you'll say, oh, wait a minute, I'm starting both those lines with the, and I should change that. And you just little tricks
Little
like
poetic
yeah, little things like that.
things like that, yeah.
And another thing to learn is there really are no rules that you have to follow. I've heard songs that don't rhyme every other line, and rhyme every line and skip some that don't rhyme at all. And so there's no real rules, but you gotta just think of the meaning of every word and try to make it as tight as possible. But in the end, it has to mean something. It has to have a certain thing that catches your ear and you go, what?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Right.
What does that mean? You know, there's like,
Yeah.
yeah, because
And that's where I think A Place Called Always wound up. Was it's just all the twists and turns, just like in the song. Like Snake's talking about, we just kept working it and twisting it and forming it and
Trying
it's a
to
happy ending.
And that's where being
hard to
a
find
student
today,
of
folks.
literature and language is very important. And as a son, and I'm not.
I'm not either. So he's Kerry.
Yeah,
He's the only
right.
one, but I have Google, so no, I'm kidding.
Well, and again, it's got that melody too.
Yeah,
I mean,
and if you can't get past the melody,
If you
know.
can't get past the melody, you're never going to hear the song.
Well, this is where your strong part. I'm no singer, so this is where you contributed most of these songs is the melodies, and that's what inspires me to write is
Yeah.
somebody that can actually sing and not me.
Because you know, Kerry's
That's why
really
you're
great.
raising You should cut an album with just
Yeah,
the
you weren't
vocals.
bad. You
Put
weren't
this
at
one
all.
out. You could probably sell that on the side.
On the sidewalk.
Sell on the sidewalk.
Just the side of forever. There's a place called always.